Welcome to the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. Our match today is Shane Vanboening from the USA versus Corey Deuel from the USA. The game is 10 ball, race to 10, alternate break. The one ball's racked on the spot. 3 consecutive fouls by the same player is loss of game. Corey Deuel won the break. He's breaking from the left side. He's hitting him with some kind of low spin. Who knows what he's going to come with breaking? He's a safe break. Wow. He's breaking safe. Huh. Well, this is going to get... I'm sure Shane's already a little perturbed over this. I would too, probably. He's just going to play safe. He's just going to jack up and kind of pop the ball and let it go behind the 6 and the 7. I don't know what the advantage of breaking the balls like this is just to play safe. He can make this, though. He's going to try to roll it in. And he missed it. It's going to be a bizarre way to play. There's going to be a lot of safeties with the balls clogged up like that if he's going to break like that. Shane's got a shot, but it's a tough out. I mean, the 4 and the 5's tied up. And the 8, 9, and 10's tied up. And the 6 and the 7 are a little bit disturbed. He's got an easy shot on the 2, I think. He'll just try to make it and stay right there, or he'll try to go off the rail and pull back for the 3 on the side. Because he needs to get closer to the 4 to create something. Or play a safety, some kind of a safety. Looks like he landed on the wrong side of it now. If he could get down here on the other side of the 4, he can shoot it into the corner down there. That's what he's going to do, go 2 rails like that. I couldn't tell if he had the angle to do that. And I already know that this is a 1-angle camera, probably. This is it. It's going to be hard to do it perfect with this. He'll draw back a little. Bottom. Now he'll just draw back just a little bit here, just a little bit. Just a touch draw. Like that. Good shot. He can get the perfect angle right here to break them up. This has been a great out. Most people probably would have played safe here somehow. Oh, he drew back. He's going to break them up like that. I thought he could have went forward and then played the 7 in the other corner over there and then just went right into him. It looked like he could do that. Or he overlooked it. He's going to stun into it, I guess. He's going to hit the ball in the middle. This is one of the hardest shots for me to execute correctly. And I think it is for a lot of players. Or he's going to play safe, just draw back and then play the safe with the 10. He's going to stun into it like that. Yeah, good shot. That's a really difficult shot. And he hit that well. I don't know if he got a shot, though. Looks like the 10's got him a little bit, maybe. He sure hit that well. And he didn't have a lot of angle on that one. I still thought he could have rolled up and did it the other way. He had an easy safety there, too. He could have just drew back and knocked the 8 and the 9 away and stuck the cue ball behind the 10. Maybe he's just dead straight in, and he's a little disturbed over the fact that he can't do nothing with a cue ball. All he can do is go forward just a little and take the long shot, probably. Unless he's snookered and he's got to play some kind of safe. If he does, he's just a hard safety. If he's got to play safe somehow. He's doing something. I don't know exactly what he's doing. I thought he was banking it. I was getting ready to say he's banking the ball. And look at that, he scratched 2 rails. I don't know what the conditions of this table are. I think they're in Valley Forge, and those tables they can play really weird. The cloth usually is old. They give us old cloth. It should be brand new. Then it's hot there. It gets hot there. And the table can play a little bit weird. The pool balls get sticky a little bit, and then the table gets a little bit boingy and rigid. He'll just roll this in off the rail. That was an easy out. Wasn't much to that. But I've seen the time I couldn't get out from there. I actually played a match at this tournament where an APA player would have beat me. Rolled that in with straight top. Shane to break. I don't know. Shane's not going to break like that. From the right side, he's going to hammer him. Just middle ball. Killed the cue ball. What amazes me is how many times he makes the one in the corner. He's really the only guy I ever saw that was better than him than making the one ball in the corner off the break was Wade Crane, the guy with two names. He was broke so good he had two names. Yeah, he ran 10 racks on me one time in Reno, and he made the one in the corner every time. You could have broke from the rail. He elected to break from the middle. He ran 10 racks. That's how good he broke. But I kind of miss him. I really do. Miss some of those old guys I grew up playing with. First time I ever saw him, Wade Crane. I'll tell you later a little story about that. But Shane rolled out. That was all he could do. And he's rolled out to a tough shot in a lot of ways. If he elects to shoot it, I'm sure he'll just try to bank the two back to the side rail and let the cue ball go over behind the 10 and the 3 over on the same rail as the 7. That ain't going to be easy to do, though, because the 7 ball, the 2 ball's close to the rail.
You know, it's funny because
I hate shots like this when the object ball is close to the rail. It's hard to not double kiss it.
the industry, so to speak, you know, changing with the soft break, you know, he's always been on the cutting edge of that break. He's always trying to figure out, he's very studious, he always tries to figure out a way.
I just drank some water.
He will ride that fine
I'm pretty thirsty. I just finished running.
as long as he can ride that fine line. And when somebody tells him, hey, you can't do anything,
Been running every day for now 132 days straight.
he's very studious.
He's just going to roll it and try to bank the 2 to the side rail and let the cue ball go towards the 10 around it. Good shot. That was well done, I'll tell you that. That was not easy to do. That's why Corey didn't shoot the shot. He knew how hard a shot it was. Corey's a good player, really great player. He knows the right shots, put it that way.
He's playing now, I think, against Vilmos Feldes.
Looks like he can get through there. If he can get through there, then that shot wasn't that great a shot because he's got an easy safety just to bank it out a little bit by the 8 there, shoot it with a straight ball, and the cue ball will roll over by the 10. He'll do it real lightly. No, he could kick it. I didn't think he could see that ball. And it shows what a clever player he is. He kicked that ball perfect. And he hit it high on the cue ball, and that made it stop. So you amateur players, remember. The only thing is he made such a great shot, it's crazy. And he's going to erase it with a jump cue. This is pathetic now. Now it's not even a good shot. Unless something disastrous happens to him, he doesn't get position or doesn't make the ball and leaves a shot. It's going to be hard to get any position on this shot. I can tell you that. I've got a cue that I can draw this back with. These guys can't draw them back. Or maybe he can. We'll see. Maybe draw off the 5. Yeah, they can't make the ball come back. I think I can draw that one. But that cue is just, he deserved that. Is he going to jump again? This one's really difficult. He's got to land it just over the 9 so he doesn't lose control of it. It's hard when the ball you're jumping's a long way. See there? That shot right there is truly ill-advised. Just about always. The conditions of this table will not allow that shot. It's not that conducive. This tournament, I've played it many times. The tables are usually not conducive to high level of play because it's a little bit sticky and the guy doesn't know what he's doing with the air conditioning in that building, and they're turning it off. Where it's controlled, it'll turn off for a while, and then the place will get like it's in the jungle. And there's 800 people in the stands breathing on the tables. So there's a lot of goofy things going on with this tournament. He'll just roll this in, roll down for the 5. That's perfect. He's got a little bit of angle. He'll come over for the 7. A little bit of left top. How Corey choose, nice and careful. You see that? Pulls back slow. Those things are important to you amateur players and avid players out there. Be careful with your strokes. Pull back slow and then deliver. Deliver whatever power you want going through. Not going back. Corey will just draw back a little. See how nice little delivery. He just stopped. He didn't really need to draw back. He'll put a lot of bottom on this one and just kill it off the rail. He won't go to the other rail over there and stay in the middle of the table, I think. Or he might go over there. Nope, he did exactly what I said. He'd stay in the middle of the table. Just stop right there for a 2-0 lead. 2 mistakes by Shane. Shane should have won both games. No, he got a little unlucky on the safety to leave him that keyhole in the kick. So Corey's going to do this break again. I can see it. He's making the 1, or if he don't make it, he's got the safe. Wow.
Look at Shane. He's saying something too. Look at Shane.
Shane's getting. I can see he's.
Obviously, this is a pro side. This isn't league. I know that a certain amount of balls have to contact in order for.
Well, all you can do is just kick 3 rails at it. I don't even know if he can get past the 2 to the side rail to get a 3-rail kick on it. Or spin off the bottom rail, but with the ball frozen, that's really hard to do. And he doesn't look like he can jump it. The 4's in the way. He maybe can kick 1 rail just under the 2, just past the 4. And kick the 2 in, but then that doesn't leave him anything. Anyway, he makes this shot, he's going to be snookered. You rarely see Shane talk in a match. He's chirping like a mockingbird. Oh, it's ball in hand. What happened? I don't understand that, how he got ball in hand. You have to get so many balls in the kitchen or something? I don't know. That's a good rule. The kitchen rule really shows up on 10 ball that he can't come in and do play these little tricks. I really don't understand what happened there. So I'll find out next time I see Corey. He'll just put some left on this and go 2 rails and get right in that little keyhole, or just go and hit the 5. He's got Shane really out of sorts now. He was trying to bump the 5 and get positioned.
They say if you break soft, that's okay.
Because he's snookering himself off ball in hand. I really don't know what happened there. I thought there was no rule in the balls getting to the rail. He'll just jump this in. It's an easy one for him, really. Lucky he's got the jump cue. Came back and almost broke him out.
that's what Shane was questioning, like how many balls contacted.
Right.
You know,
Well,
was
Corey's got
for them.
this pattern on this break, and
He'll hit this with bottom right. He's got to hit it real hard and go to the side rail, come right back over for the 4. He's got to hit it hard
That's right.
like that. See how hard he hit that? And it still didn't get back all the way over.
Rail the last time he broke it. So,
Now he'll go back and forth,
me personally,
back to the middle of the table.
I don't think it's fair.
He'll put straight top, maybe a little bit of right, or he'll slow roll it and kill it in.
I don't want to have to get
Yep, that's what he did. He didn't want to take a chance of missing it.
if I'm going to
I like to take the chance. I don't know why. And he'll just slow roll this in,
this goes back
or he'll go all the way to the bottom rail.
you know, Corey is very studious.
I would get where I could go into him.
Fine line when it comes to
But I think the 8 goes on the side. He might not have to do that.
somebody says something.
And now he'll go forward and shoot the 7 over here in the left corner.
He'll change it. And then
Because if the 8 goes,
and ride that.
and there's the easy safety there too, I think. Maybe.
You know, he's like a lot of other, you know, pool players that are looking for every, you know, advantage that he can get. And, you know, and I'm not saying
He could do a number of things here. He could get on the 7 and break them open.
somebody says something to him.
He can roll forward and go forward and then play the 8 inside, if it goes. He could shoot the 8 into the 9 and stop the cue ball and use the 10 as to play safe. A lot of things he can do here. I don't know which one he's going to do exactly. I like just rolling forward and then going into him like a straight pull shot. But I don't know if he rolled far enough. Looks like he's got a little bit of angle on the 6 ball. But Shane's 32 years old and Corey is 40. So these guys got a lot of pool left still.
and break his arm.
And they're getting into where they're starting to become real experienced. Just roll forward like that. Now go into him like a straight pull shot. That's what I said before. He'll just stun this with right, just below center, with right, and he'll stun right into the 8 ball lightly.
Well, you might see
Good shot. Very good. He did land a little funny. Now he'll roll this in with straight ball and go past the side. Bounce off the rail.
So just like that,
Now he'll put straight top on this and go 2 rails.
this rack around this rack.
He's so graceful.
Yeah.
He put straight on it so it wouldn't boing over there
I mean, he
to the
patterns
his right now more. He'll stun this with left and go 2 rails.
that may, you know,
That was a good out Shane made, really.
depending on how hard he hits or depending on how
Shane breaking from the right
he's
middle.
racked.
Watch
So,
Probably
5'9"
just dead
here,
center
and
the
that's
cue
what
ball,
Corey
just
was
below
talking
center.
about.
Yep.
Hammers them.
7 ball.
A rare moment that nothing goes in for Shane. Very rare. Especially in 10 ball.
Definitely going to have to play that kind of
Corey's got
ball after that.
a nice shot on the 1 to make the 7. The trick here is getting on the 2 and getting to the 3. I can tell you that right now. That is seriously tricky.
Combo the 1 into the 7.
He'll just lightly roll this. I don't think he wants to make both of them. Now he'll come back over for the 2. He needs to land real straight on the 2. He needs to stay close to the rail when he comes back over. I'm terrible at this shot. There, he didn't do it. Unless it goes past the 5, he'll be all right.
That
The 3 ball.
5, that was
Or he'll draw back and try to bump the 3. See, he needed to stay. If he would have stopped about 2 inches or 3 inches closer to the rail, he would have been perfect. Just that little bit he bounced out. I'm terrible at that shot, too. The one he bounced too far on. He may have to do something else. Draw back or something with right bottom. I still don't like that because, wow, oh, I know what he's going to do. He's going to draw out and take the long cut on the 4.
from the 8 and 10.
That's what he's going to do. Because he can't go forward now. The 5's got him. I never liked what he was doing there.
On the lower side, the footrail side of the 4.
That's all he can do.
5. So this is a
Right bottom, draw back out to the middle of the table, and take the long cut.
get this with
It's
on
there.
side, you spin around.
If he can do that, I don't know.
But I mean, he's got to be precise.
I think he barely can. Yep.
He actually just decided
He rolled a little bit further than he wanted to, but he's still all right. Now he hit this with high left. I used to be a genius at this shot. I'm not hitting as good as I used to. He'll hit it with high left, try to avoid the 10. Or even if he hits the 10, he'll still get a shot. He's could have scratched though there. And he's going to land on the rail on this one. This is going to be a tricky one too. He'll put high left and just bounce back out to the middle, what little bit he can. He won't try to come down table because it's too, yeah, he is going to do it. He's going to try to stun out for a little closer shot. Oh, he hit it hard and came across. That was a good shot. Real good shot, Corey. Very good. See how crafty he is? He's a hell of a player. He's got a better stroke than he appears, too. Straight top, and he'll come over and shoot the 8 in the same pocket. He plays a lot like me, too. And that's why it's easy, straight top, easy for me to commentate him. Because he'll play a lot of shots. We're both good straight pull players. He'll put left top and use the rail here. Or draw back out. Nope, left top. He'll play all the shots exactly the way I think. Most of it. Oh, he almost double-crossed himself. You do that sometimes. It curves a little and you go right in behind it. It's a good roll we got there. A little bit of right and just roll this in real slow. For a 3-1 lead. He almost crashed on that ball. He can't believe it. He doesn't like the cue ball, and I don't either. He's going to do that again, this little dink break. Trying to make the 1 inside and get on the 2.
1, 2.
Ooh, he hit him funny that time.
So he did have 4 that hit the line.
Well, at least he got safe.
Yeah, that soft break is brutal.
Yeah. He's always looking for a way to manipulate everything. That's why I want to play placement pool. There is no manipulating that game.
Purchase the live stream.
You better show up in good shape and ready to play. And there won't be any gimmicks.
Everybody here at the Super Billiards Expo.
There's no gimmick to it. Just get up and run out and play better than me. That's the gimmick.
So many great vendors.
But
So many wonderful new products.
no jump cues and rubber sticks and rubber tips and mine screwing and
Place to be, especially
whatever you want to call it.
this week and this week.
I come to play pool and I come to play. I don't come to play games. They would have had a shot clock on this game from the time I started. I might have won 500 tournaments. These guys mind screwed me out of 300 and about 5 or 6 U.S. Opens. Shane rolled out straight in on the 1, the long, jacked up straight in. Of course, the cue ball's got a little air than normal, a little more air down there than normal. Corey wants to shoot it. I say he's going to play safe. He's looking at the cue ball where it's going to go now. He wants to cross the 1 and then send the cue ball to the side rail and underneath the 2. Or he's going to shoot at it. I don't think he's going to shoot at it though. It just doesn't benefit him to shoot at it. Whew, he got a good roll there too. And I knew it was going to be hard to hit where he wanted to before the side because this table has older felt, and it's humid in this building. A lot of people come to watch these matches. This tournament draws some of the biggest audiences in pool. He's got a shot to pocket this ball. I think he can make it and draw back or follow forward. Yeah, make it and draw back. Good shot.
Yeah, like I said, I wanted to give a special shout out to everybody who purchased the stream, and we thank you very much for your support, especially.
Now he'll just shoot a little bit of right top and shoot it slow, and roll out for the side pocket on the left.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
There's another fine gentleman that we got to mention.
Oh, he came down for the corner.
Right now, folks. Strap them up, folks. We love to have Diamond in the booth.
Now he'll draw back for the 4 a little.
Well, Greg, give us a little bit of your input on the Super Billiards Expo.
Now he'll draw straight back for the 5, straight back to the side rail.
24. Next year will be 25th anniversary.
I never realized he can roll it. It's a little weak. I thought he was straight on that. Like I said before, this is a one angle view, so I'm going to make a few mistakes here and there. He's just going to roll this in. He's going to get an angle on the 6. I think he'll draw into him here. Or he's going to try to... Yeah, he should draw into him right here. Just if he hits the 8, it'd be perfect. Right bottom and be aggressive on a shot like this. No, he's going to draw back and play the 7 into him. Which I knew he could do that too, but it didn't look like he had enough. He had too much angle to do that. He's still all right. He's just got to make a good shot. This shot can be missed easily because it skids easy. When you're real close to another ball, or another pool ball, that's what is difficult, is just as being a long ways from one. He's going to draw it looks like.
It's like 2 different games here.
I don't know why he would draw that, because it wouldn't leave him a shot. Which stopped right there. That was a elementary mistake. He was supposed to roll that shot. I wouldn't have drawn it, I would have rolled it. But it was harder to roll it, that's when it skids more. But like I said before, when you're real close to a pool ball, that's when they skid. And when you're a long ways away, they're hard shots too. They seem like the same shot, close and long. I guess he's going to bank it. He has no choice. He can't cut it in. He's going to bank it. He's going to send the cue ball to the bottom rail, I think. He can't slow roll it either. He has too much angle to slow roll it. He's going to put a lot of left bottom on it. See how he's jacking up? Always jack up when you're close to another pool ball like that. Well, at least he left it tough. This is the kind of shot I used to could make too, pretty often. Just whack it right in. I missed the 10, come back. Or hit the 10. It's makeable, but at the same time you're telling yourself it's a hard shot. He might try to roll it in and play the 10 as a safe, I don't know. Yep, that's exactly what he tried to do. And knock the ball down table with some inside. It was a good shot. Corey always plays the right shot. He really does. If he would have put a little more right on that, it would have held behind the 10, I think. He's just going to try to bank it and play safe or something. I don't know. Hey, see how far that ball bounced? That shows how springy these rails are. That ball wasn't rolling that hard. And it bounced all the way to the side pocket. Table's like bubble gum to me. I don't play very well, though. I play good once in a while. He's going to have to shoot it slow and just stay right there. That's all he could do. If he'd done anything else, he would have messed up worse. He'll just stop right there, try to kill it. Yeah, if you're playing a little funny, this equipment will eat you up. At this particular tournament, right, and stun it. 4-1, Corey. Shane's really disturbed over the way he breaks and stuff, too. Shane breaking right side. He's going to hammer him. He crossed the one a little bit that time.
8-ball finds the top right corner pocket.
Last couple of breaks, he didn't hit exactly where he wanted. And
Fly the friendly skies.
he came up dry the last break and snookered on this one. He struggles with Corey. Corey's he's a crafty player. You know, he learned to play from one of the great straight pool players, Jimmy Karras.
Shane's already made one jump
So,
successful in this.
you know, those guys could play. They played straight pool all the time. I've been playing straight pool for the last 3 or 4 days. Yesterday I ran 112 balls on a 4-inch pocket table. And if you think it's easy to do on 4-inch pockets, then anybody's welcome to try it. That's actually the size of the pocket should be in a world tournament. Cut down on these guys thinking they can play. They'll miss the break ball more. They'll actually just miss more shots, period. And then if you're playing great, you'll excel on any table. But if you're a little bit off on 4-inch pockets, the game will have its way with you and the player. And some of those guys that won those world tournaments, I just don't think those pockets were worthy that they've been winning on. They're like gushers, giant pockets. Play on the 4-inch pocket. And this table's, the cloth's like over a year old that I'm playing on. Go try to run 100 balls on a year-old cloth on 4-inch pockets. With a little bit wet. See how far you get. You probably can't run 2 racks. Shane's going to roll out to a jump shot. Wow. These guys are really courageous today with that jump stick. I don't even think their jump sticks are that good. Don't seem like to me, some of them. I still say I jump better than them.
Same facings.
I don't practice it anymore.
That the joy tables use actual snooker cloth.
But like I was saying about those guys years ago, they learned to play on 5x10s. Jimmy Karras did. Imagine that. He grew up playing on a 5x10. This is like a bar table compared to that table. And that's why pool's not a sport anymore, because they took the 5x10 away. Shane's just going to try to jump it in. He's missed it. Look at this. It's going back. That would count in a call shot tournament. Ain't that amazing? Well, he needed that roll at 4-1, I'm going to say. Oh, boy. What a game pool is. That would have counted in straight pool, too. He's just got to just make this long, tough one. It's not too tough. He'll just make it and draw pull back just a little. That's all we needed. He'll put a little bit of right top to avoid that 6 ball over there for the 4. Come back across the table. It's like that. Took the shot on. Great players take on every shot. They don't cut any corners on any shot. Great players. That's what I like about Shane. So draw back a little. That's okay. Well, he drew back too far, but he'll just stun back out now in the middle, left bottom. A lot of bottom and just stun the ball like that. But you amateur players need to really pay attention to the little spins all the time. We use a little more spin just to make the ball move. It's going to come down here, left. See how he took that shot on? Most people won't do that with that spin. They'll be scared to death they're going to miss the ball. Great players don't do that. He'll just draw down the rail just a little. He'll just stun right off the rail like that. See, he's watched me play so much on video using the rails. A lot of guys will just draw straight down the table on that. And he'll follow now just straight down the table. I don't know which side he's going to come back on that side. There you go. Can choose either side on that shot. Now he'll just stun the ball 2 rails with right bottom or draw to the rail. I think he'll stun it. Yep. He's getting smart. He's just going to get smarter. I'm getting better and better now. I'm just getting older. It's the only problem. Corey with the dink break again. I guess it's just a safe break he's playing. I don't think he's playing a run out. Just safe every time. I still don't understand why he got ball in hand a while ago. He didn't get 4 balls to a rail, I think's what it was. Maybe. They're checking the video or something to see if he's, I don't know exactly if that was a foul or not. I don't know exactly what's going on. It must be 4-ball rule. 4 balls to a rail. Oh, Corey.
Yeah, only 3 balls besides.
Yeah, just placement pull, get rid of everything.
3 balls contacted.
Get rid of the, to make it idiot-proof, everything. Placement pull. It's a hard game.
Well, it's going to have to be the tournament director.
This is not difficult. This is lucky. That's why nobody's watching. And we don't have millions of dollars in professional pools because we can get beat by anybody. Cab drivers, women, don't matter what it is, we can get beat by them. Oh, there he was. He didn't get 4 balls to a rail, I guess. Ball in hand again. You can get beat by children. You can get beat by drunks. You can get beat by anybody the way we're playing. But if you play placement pool or straight pool, I still say straight pool is a sport. Is if you play straight pool, it's it's actually a sport pool if you play straight pool. Especially if you play with 4-inch pockets with 1-year-old cloth. I'll tell you that right now. It'd be hard to, you're pressed to run 50 balls, great players. If you make the conditions right, you don't have to make the pocket too difficult where the ball won't even go in it. You just got to make it just right to where you're squeezing the talent to where if you run 100 balls, you're just playing great out of your head that day. Or you run 150 and out, you're just playing great that day. Like golf. One day you shoot 65, the next day you shoot 71. So that's the way pool's got to be. You got to make it where if you're playing great, you can, it's possible to dictate the table, but if you're not, it's going to kill you. We're not in that happy medium. Pool's never been in that. We're playing luck games. I still say placement pool's the best game because breaking a rack of straight pool can still be lucky. You know, you can break the balls, break them wide open, and 2 balls can come and freeze on the cue ball, and you don't have a shot. So you didn't get a fair chance, and that's why I like placement pool. You always get a chance to play. It's going to draw straight back. This is really a tricky way of playing this, but it isn't really. See how he utilized the rail then? You got to remember that, all you players out there. Don't try to draw back perfect. Utilize the rail, and then it came out right. He'll either fire this in and go around or just slow roll it in. He could whiffle it real hard and shoot the 3 in the left corner up there, but he can slow roll it too. I'd like to see him hit the whiffle shot, but he didn't do it. Now he'll just draw back a little. Big game. Shane get a little closer to Corey. Well, he went to the rail. Can't tell he had that angle. And if I've got a little angle like that, a lot of guys still draw them with a little angle, but if they got just a little angle, I still use the rail. He's going to stun to the rail here. Bounce off. Perfect. And he'll stun this one. He wants to get straight on the 3. A little bit of right bottom. He'll just stun it a little like that. Now he'll roll forward and get straight on the 7, I think. No, he's going to draw back. I can't tell if the 8 goes past the 10. The 8 goes in the corner. It doesn't go past the 10s. You got to shoot it in the corner. I would have went forward and then rolled up. It's harder to draw back on these. He's going to draw back just a little. Shoot the 8 way down in the corner. And that's why he landed funny now. Now he's got to like, oh, this is a funny shot now. He's got to like draw just a little. He can't go forward. This is tricky. And that's why I didn't, he should have played the 6 with top and then played the 7 in the other corner and then rolled into the 8. And you want to do that in straight pull too a lot. You want to roll into shots. You don't want to draw all the time, but you have to draw, obviously. But it's safer if you're just rolling the ball to me in straight pull. Way safer. Just spinning a couple of rails and stuff. Or just stunning one rail, then rolling, then drawing out in the middle of the table all the time. You just got to draw back just a little. This is tricky as heck, I can tell you that. Boy, he hit that good. I'll tell you that. That, you just don't know how good a shot he made there. That was like a surgeon and a genius all in one. He was going to draw back and play it in the side because he's scared to stun forward. You can tell I play straight pull, knowing all these little shots. I ran 400 balls. A little bit of right bottom you'll hit on this probably. And I ran 400 balls and scores 4-3 Corey Deuel. Shane's breaking. I ran 409 balls and never touched the cue ball, never cleaned the pool balls. And I think that's one of the greatest accomplishments I ever had in my life, period, playing pool. I've never tried to do it again. Tried to beat Mosconi's record, but I still think I could have done it if I'd have kept trying. But 409 balls and never touched the cue ball. And I know Mosconi never touched the balls either. So that's a little bit of a feat itself that 2 players ran that many balls, pool balls, without missing and never touched the cue ball or the object balls, clean them. He'll put a lot of right on this and spin 2 rails and come back out to the middle. Doesn't want to overhit because he wants to stay right in the middle there like that. Good shot. The only problem here is the 6 is a little bit of a pesky little thing right now. I think he can stun away from it just barely and go between the 9 and the 4 and hit the rail. He's going to hit this with center right, just below center. See, that's where he wants to hit. And then the ball will go in between the 4 and the 9 and bounce off the rail. But pool's such a great game. I don't understand why it's in such a dilemma. He's just going to pop it a little, just below center with right. Ooh, he ran into the 9. He got a little funny there now. This is a tough shot. If it's completely jacked up over that 4 ball, it's not quite all the way over it. He hit that too low. When he was addressing the cue ball, I could tell he was hitting it too low. And he was going to run into the 9. He never meant to hit the 9 ball. Now he wants to roll this in, probably straight ball, a little bit of right maybe. When you're jacked up on like this, it's hard to put spin on the ball and pocket the ball. It makes the shot a little bit harder, so you don't want to spin them much when you're jacked up because you're scared you're going to miss the ball. He might put just a little right. Aim a little full. The ball's going to curve because you're elevating the cue. And that's what he didn't do then. He didn't allow for that curve then, and then he cut it right into the 8. Did you see it? Guarantee you I'm right. But that shot was always going to be difficult because he did get completely over the 4. I didn't realize. I thought he had a little bit of window on the right, but he didn't. Corey can just make this. The 4's against the rail. It won't be that hard a shot. Boy, is this a tricky shot. You got to hit these good on these diamonds too when they're playing a little bit funny. And he did. Wow, he fired it in. The only thing is, he didn't want to land there. But he can roll down. He's all right, actually. I'm surprised how hard he hit that. That was a hell of a shot. I'll tell you that. You know, that's a hard ball to hit that good, hitting it that hard. Your number one instinct on that would be slow rolling it. He's good at slow rolling shots like that one. That was a good shot. He needs to come back around between the 8 and the 9. But he's not. He didn't want to take that chance. He must have been too straight in. He'll just shoot real slow and just bump the 9. He won't hit it real hard. He doesn't know what's going to happen if it hits the 9 too hard. Unless he can draw away from it and go around the table. Wow, that was a good shot too.
I tell you, it's like any other sport. Technology changes. The game evolves. You know, and pool is no different.
You can tell he played a lot of straight pull with that guy, Corey, just watching his game. Straight pull, you got to play a lot of indifferent shots that you don't play in 9 ball and 10 ball. Some of them an 8 ball. And you just stop right there for a 5-3 lead.
It's like anything else, like any other sport out there. The sport
Good straight pull players play good 8 ball, always. I won the world 8 ball.
you know, potentially one of these.
Corey's won the 8 ball.
The thing is, you know,
I won the United States
standardized specification
8 ball on the bar table.
2, 3, 4. 4 balls touch the
All that comes from straight pull. Me winning any kind of 8 ball tournaments all came from playing straight pull. So I used to knock straight pull, but I won't knock it anymore.
That's exactly.
It's a great game. It's a shame it doesn't work. One guy shoots and the other guy sits. It just doesn't work. You need to figure out a way that both guys can play and get equal opportunity, just like placement pull. I still say if you play straight pull, Shane's going to roll out somehow. I still say if you play straight pull on a tight enough table, but not phony, where you can't even run 10 balls, they're always letting the table get wet and gummy or something. No one knows what they're really doing about the conditions.
I mean, it's hard to tell.
No one really knows what's going to happen at a pool tournament.
Hardly any.
Not even the players. Oh, what he's doing now, is he trying to tie the 2 up and roll out? Yeah. So, but if you played on a tough enough table, the right conditions, where
You've got yourself a little bit of an
you
education.
can't run 100 balls there. The weakest player in a tournament can run 100 balls. That's the way they got it set up now. It's crazy. He's just going to roll this in. He can still make the 2, I think. He didn't get it all the way tied up.
Fascinated by this break by Corey Deuel. I really am.
Oh, Corey overcut that one.
This has obviously thrown Shane off of his game.
That pocket showed some character right there. I've seen some of them pockets over there in Europe will swallow that one.
Problems each time he steps to the table.
You got to get the pocket right too. And the table can't get wet playing straight pull. That's number one rule.
7 and the 6.
If the table gets wet in straight pull, it's worthless. The game's so hard, you can't play it under adverse conditions.
try and attack this, and you can
Nice
see
shot Shane made there, but he looks like he's drawn it too far.
he's not happy with this,
Yep.
but
I'll have to
he's
bank
not
this one.
professional, so he's
All he's got to do is just bank it in, draw over for the 4. The 5's sitting perfect to play the combination. He can't hardly miss it. Or he could bank the 3 on the 6. But the 6 is against the...
totally agree with you. I mean, this, the soft breaking. I'm not a. I
It's a
never
little
had
harder because it ain't sitting on the other side of the pocket.
I like to, get
Or he could play safe, go 2 rails and put him behind the 8-10.
of the 3-point rule.
He hit it too hard. Yep.
Where if you break, even if
He shouldn't have put any spin on the ball.
I want to see 3 balls go.
Corey can draw into the 6 now.
And I prefer 3 balls going past the head strike. That's
I'm pretty sure that's what he'll do.
that's what I like. I think it's pretty good that I think
It's a little harder shot because the 6 is on the wrong side of the pocket. He's got to hit it real good. If the 6 was on the other side of the pocket, he wouldn't have to hit it that well. But where it is now, and the conditions of this table, he's got to hit it good. I know this cloth isn't brand new. I can just tell the way some of the shots are playing. And it's not completely dry in there. Like I said before, they get a lot of people at this tournament, and their body heat dictates the table a little bit. That's why he missed it, too. Did you see that? He missed that shot because of the very thing I was just talking about, the elements. He's scratching his head right now. He can't figure out how he didn't get that ball. And I said he had to hit it really good because it was on the other side of the pocket. I hate sticky tables. These tables, these diamonds, when they get sticky, no matter who you are, you can't play on them. They keep thinking golf is harder than pool. Lost your mind. A pool table has to be completely ideal to score good. A golf course can be rough and score good, but not a pool table. The pool table's got to be just right for you to look good. It can't curve. The pool balls can't be clinging together, sticking. There's all kinds of little aspects of pool that are much harder than golf. It's crazy. That's why all the pool players can go to golf, and it looks easy to them. And all pool players are good tennis players, too. I've always noticed that. It's interesting how a pool player can just pick up any little thing and he can adapt. Because he's so used to playing all these little strange conditions in pool. And your nerves in pool are like,
Al, I have to honestly say I'm not exactly 100%.
you got to have great nerves in pool.
I could be wrong. I was running in and out.
Better than anything I've ever seen. Right bottom on this, and he'll draw.
Quite sure. I mean, what we have on, up on the screen is
Now he'll go forward and play the 8 on our left right here. It's going to go with left top, 2 rails, no 1 rail. Couldn't tell what angle he had there. Now he'll stun over and play the 9 in the right corner, and he'll draw back and play the 9 in the left corner. Draw back, play it in the left corner. Couldn't tell. I'll start covering myself. He'll stun 2 rails and play the 10 in the same pocket. Start covering myself 2 ways because I only got 1 angle to view this to try to get it right. Stun that with a little bit of left. If they would pan in more, that would give me a better perspective. 5-4, Corey Deuel leads. Shane breaking, right middle. Hammered them. The 4's going. Knocked the 1 in. Snookered on the 2. What a bad roll. But that's pool. He gets so much action on the balls. It's crazy. It's just... his break is pretty amazing. I think his break is better than a guy driving a golf ball. That's what I believe. I think the break is harder than driving a golf ball. I played a lot of golf in my day. And I've hit millions of golf balls. I still say pool. You know what I like about pool most, though? It's the greatest practice game there is.
Well,
I love to practice now,
even
more than
when it
ever,
comes
it
to
seems
stuff
like.
that, it's
I'm like a kid sometimes. I can't wait to get to the table and start practicing. I don't even like playing with anyone anymore.
he's been
I
frustrated.
just want to practice,
His mannerisms,
see how good I can get.
facial expressions.
I don't care if anybody's even watching.
He's out of his
I just want to practice and see how good I can get.
right now. This is not
It only matters to me now.
anticipated.
It's funny, ain't it?
Corey Deuel with a soft
All those years I thought I was playing for money and other reasons. And I was only playing for myself. Just to enjoy it, just the therapy of it. It's interesting. But it's a challenge at the same time for me because I'm such a good shooter and a good player. I want to challenge myself to the fullest. There's no sponsors and no tour and nowhere to play and nowhere to prove how good I am. So I just have to prove it to myself. I don't really need anybody to tell me how good I am. Golfers do. They need 8 commentators and 10 other idiots telling the world how great they are. And then when they hit a bad shot, the guy goes, I hope you don't make worse than a bogey. I want him to make a 20 and cut his throat and gurgle on the green. I want to see the guy get mad. I want to see him throw the clubs in the lake. I don't think it's that hard, golf.
Oh, look at this.
I think it's,
Look at upstate alcohol.
they don't expose them.
He went
They
like
should be exposed more. I think that green and the one they're playing right now in Ponte Vedra, I've played that course. TPC Sawgrass. That island green should be half the size it is. And it should be shaved on the edges where there's no frog hair on the edge where the ball can be stopped. See, when I played it, you won't believe what happened to me. The pin was on the left front. Well, they're going to put it today. They're playing that tournament today. You'll hear this telecast next week, but this is on Saturday. It was on the left front, and there's a slope behind the pin, big slope. And I was into the wind. Good shot Corey made there. That he didn't scratch. Believe me, you don't know how good he hit that. And I hit it in there, into the slope, into the wind. I hit an 8-iron. That's a lot of club because it was into the wind. You got to hit a little more club. I choked down an 8, hit it real hard into that slope. The fringe had been shaved off of it. There was no fringe. It drew all the way back in the water. And if they would do that for them, and they catch that hole playing into the wind, put it on that left front, into that slope, they would draw off the green into the water. That's what I would like to see them do, hit 3 or 4 of those and then kill themselves. You know, I love golf, but I hate golfers. I really do. All right, Shane's going to play safe somehow or cut the ball on the side. Looks like he wants to go for it. I see he does. He wants, oh no, it goes in the corner too. How come I haven't had this angle? This is the first time they've shown this angle of this whole match. Oh. You know what I do here? I jack up and just murder it right past that 6 ball. It'd be hopping when it goes into the hole. I like kind of pinching. See how he's jacking up? He's smart. He's cutting it the side. Or he's playing safe or something. Or he's going to roll it in past the 6. Wow, how good did he hit that? You know what I like about that shot? He fooled me too. There's a safety with that shot. That was intelligent. I just learned something right there. That's what I like about pool too. You learn something every day. Every day I play. Matter if I'm teaching or I'm playing, I learn something. He's just going to roll this in with a little bit of top. Bounce off the rail. It's like that. He held that one just a little. He's got great little movements on the ball, Shane does. And that's what great players have over the field, is the little movements on the ball. A lot of left bottom, draw back to the side rail, bounce off. He'll put a lot of left bottom and just spin 2 rails and play the 7 in the side. This is a lot of bottom and a lot of spin, and just let it flick the ball in the hole like that, see? You amateurs need to pay attention on the spins. We spin the ball to get the movement on the ball, to make it move a little easier, see? He'll stun this one, or he'll draw it. He'll stun it, come straight down the table with the middle ball. I don't think he should draw this one. He should stun straight down the table. I used to draw this one, but I'm starting to decelerate, and I'm starting to go straight down the table more on this shot. Because when you start decelerating, you'll scratch 1 rail on the side. You won't hit it as fluidly as you used to. That's what happens in pool when you start getting around 40. You start decelerating on shots. It's like putting almost. He's just going to shoot it slow and take the longer shot. Or just kill it right there. Wow, he moved it a lot, I thought. I don't know why he didn't stun down table and come back. I don't think I'd have taken this long a shot. But Shane's a great shooter, and he's confident in what he's doing. He'll roll this with straight top, come straight back like that for the side. Perfect. You can see this table's a little springy. You don't have to hit the shots too hard. I like it when you got to hit them a little bit harder, because you can force a few mistakes out of the guy sometimes when they have to overhit. Left bottom, stun to the bottom rail, 2 rails. There you go. All right. 5-5. Corey to break with the little safe break. Left bottom, drawing the ball to the side rail, killing it underneath the 2 ball.
No 3-point rule. And 4 balls, from what I understand, 4 balls have to touch.
We'll see. 5-5 if his strategy holds up.
2 racks where he actually, 2 breaks where he actually didn't. And that's the danger. He got away with one of them and didn't get away with the other, unfortunately.
Corey, that's amazing. And I will say, in golf, you couldn't hit your wedge on if you come up to a 480-yard par 4, you sure couldn't hit your wedge. And pull, you can get away with this, but I would put a rule against this. If I was running pull and had anything to do with the rules, I'd walk up and I'd give him an ultimatum, and then if he didn't comply to that, I'd DQ him. This is worse than anything you ever thought I did. Manipulating the game like this. This is ridiculous. Looks like he left him a shot. He can make it. He'll roll it in with left top, come across the table. Good shot. Look how good he hit that ball. It never touched a rail. That shows what a good shooter he is. He hits the middle of the pocket a lot on tough shots. He'll put a lot of spin on this. I think he can barely miss the 6, maybe. With a lot of spin, and he'll just slide the ball down the table like that. And then that was a good shot, and he hit the 4 coming across. That was a good roll that he hit the 4.
He was hitting it pretty hard, so it felt like he was going to smash into something, right? But I would say that he was rolling a little bit here.
I'll tell you, Corey's made him work for all these racks because he's clogged up every rack. He's had to break up the 8, 9, 10. But he's got a way to do it every time. This is an easy out, really. He'll get to the 7 and bust up the 8 here. He'll put left top, bounce off, get a little angle on the 4. He'll draw this one just a little and stun it with a little right and then float over like that for the 5. He wants to get kind of straight. That's perfect. He'll just draw it. He'll just lightly draw it and kill it or slide it or roll it like that. But that's no good. He shot that ball wrong. He should have.
Out of balk.
He's got to play. He's going to play the safe this time. Because he can't. Doesn't look like he's got an angle.
And again, it does look like he's too high in this, but is Shane saying he can make this 8? Certainly somewhere.
I thought he should have just went further with the cue ball and played one rail into him.
I think he might be looking to see if that.
That's what he should have done. He's going to play the safe or the 8 in the side.
It looks like he's playing the 8-ball safety here. And
Yep.
you know, if Corey keeps on breaking like this, he'll make a rule.
I just don't see where this is any good if he makes the 8.
Discussed it. And then
He's not going to have a shot unless he's got an angle to break it up. Looks like it's straight to me.
Corey has exploited something wonderful, and we can't.
As he's playing the safe.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's playing the safe.
this is a winning shot.
I knew he was playing the safe because if he's straight in, there's no way he could get position.
right.
He stuffed it right on the 10. There'd be no one-rail kill.
That's right.
The 9 still won't go nowhere but in the side, I think. I don't think it'll go in either corner. I know it won't go in the left corner here on our left, but I don't know if it'll go in the right. Corey's just going to try to hit this ball. This ball looks like a BB out there right now. He just needs to hit it and create something, put some distance between them, or bounce around and get safe. Come back around and he's going to roll it with a lot of left, hit before the side. He'll hit it kind of firm. He should have hit that harder than that, I thought. I don't think he hit that. He was trying to just land it on the rail somehow, I think.
8-ball side, 9-ball on the opposite side.
He almost made it.
And Shane will.
He can roll down and play the 9 in the side now. Right top.
Right.
He'll move it. He'll move it, right?
He better.
Put a little right top. He'll either he'll hit it with speed or he'll go all the way to the bottom rail. All the way to the bottom rail. He's hit it too hard, though. A little bit. Yeah. He's still all right. He can still make it.
He's dropped his percentage from 95% getting out to about 70%, I think, because he does have to touch the 7 plate to get the ball.
Yeah, he's probably going to play the cue ball.
He'll put a lot of left bottom on this. This is the kind of shot where you really need to use spin. No, he's going to roll it, looks like.
But, you know, I was wrong before. I didn't do the first time.
He's either going to put just a little spin and roll it or a lot of spin and draw it. I like drawing this one with a little extra spin maybe. A lot of bottom.
I said that with the magicness that gives
I think that's the most prudent way, the most consistent way to pocket this shot. If you shot it 500 times maybe. I think it'll skid more if you roll this one. But he's rolling it with left. He's worried about what the 10 ball is going to do. That's what he wanted. That's why he rolled it. He wouldn't get that nice look at the 10, I guess, down in the corner. Smart shot, Shane. Hey, he'll roll this in with left top. Aim thick on the ball on this particular shot. You amateurs out there. Hey, he's shooting it with a weird bridge. You put a little left on it and aim thick on the ball, and then it just throws it in. See how he did that? And he hits the balls nice and clean. See how he hit that in the hole? A lot of guys won't hit that shot like that.
open.
Shane took the lead, 6-5, breaking from the right middle. Boy, what a perfect break this was. Jeezers, did he cream that one? God.
The break speed is not as hard as
He'll put right top. He'll be a little bit aggressive on this because this ball whiffles easy. You want to be a little bit aggressive, a lot of spin on this, unless he spins to the bottom rail. Well, just like I said, he hit it with the right. A little bit aggressive. Good shot. Perfect. Now he'll stun this. He'll hit it just below center and stun into the side rail and bounce off.
I mean, he hits the ball so square, you know.
He still hit that a little bit too low. He still doesn't cue exactly right all the time, even though he thinks he does. Left bottom. Just killed the cue ball right there off the side rail.
on a par 3 hole.
See how he killed that, you amateurs out there and avid players? Put a lot of spin on those shots. They'll kill right for you for the next ball.
Me being
Now he'll draw back or stay right there. I don't know which one or follow
his because
and bounce off.
too, hasn't he?
That's a little bit of a mistake the way you hit that one.
Yeah, I think Earl is out there, yeah. And if this match should end,
He'll either draw straight back.
the Abraham, the local,
Looks like
or we can go into some of the
Yeah, he's drawing.
Came up a little straight here.
He's going to hit it hard.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Draw it back. Kick it right back out.
He should have never been in that position, though.
slow,
But I still do that too.
perfect.
Kind of wonder with a shot that I should be perfect on. I wound up with a long draw shot. All he's got to do is just right bottom, cinch it, kill it right there.
Two back on you. Right.
Like that.
He's telling Corey, why don't you get a sponsor like Crazy Glue and just
Now right bottom, right just below center, and stun the ball to the rail,
we need Crazy Glue on board.
or draw it to the rail.
You know, it's funny. You got it. But
If I know him, he's going to stun it to the bottom rail.
Corey,
Like that. Very good. Shane leads 7-5. Corey's going to still break this dink break. I can't believe that he's sticking to this.
Watch the break.
And he's stuck on 5, sticking to this.
Same place, I believe. Oh, and it's the same exact break. The only reason
It ain't working, Corey.
two
He sold out every time. He didn't even get the safeties. Before that time, he tried to make the one. Just tried to make the one, I think. I didn't worry about the safe, but he still sold out. All Shane's got to do is make this one ball in his curtains.
that means he can beat anybody in his
He'll break out again with the 7 ball. It's like straight pull almost. He's leaving him little straight pull shots every time because of the way he's breaking. A lot of right bottom on this. And that'll just kill the ball, and he won't overhit it. See how he didn't overhit it? That's the key to that shot. Don't overhit. Of course, you can't underhit it, but don't overhit.
again, everything comes down to
Now, straight top, a little bit of right. Bring it down for the 3 ball. Nice and smooth. He'll hit that thin. He underhit that quite a bit. He hit the ball too thick going in. But this is the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. You'll roll this in with left. A lot of left. Just come back down table lightly like that.
I like this. He's out of everything else is out of play in there. He couldn't possibly get back.
Now he'll stop right there.
Another 3 feet down. He was
He'll probably just roll this in real slow. Because he wants the cue ball to stay where it ain't against the rail. Oh, he stopped right there. And you just stop again.
because he definitely wants to be
He wants to get straight on the 6.
position. He definitely wants to be on this side of the 7, or at least straight in line. Yeah, the lower side.
he won't be just breaking out.
He cheated that so he could get closer to the 6, see? But he should have slow rolled the 4, and then he could have moved over without having to cheat it. I still say if
He does that. He wants to hit that 8.
in straight pull, I'm going to beat him if we play long matches. He's a great player, but
What happened if he doesn't get a good
I got a lot of game.
I don't think so
You just roll this in real easy and use the 7 to break him up, just like a straight pull shot.
this time. So
But Shane's getting better and better because he's getting a little older.
the snooker players? This is a
And that's,
center for the snooker players.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
They see this. Well,
he's learning more and more.
take the 20.
You don't never stop learning in this game.
17th was
Believe
the
me.
important number because that's one out of the.
I'm learning more now. He'll put a lot of spin on it so it breaks him up.
There it is. Hit the 8 ball.
Oh, he didn't put enough spin.
He doesn't need it.
That was a little bit of a mistake there. You got to spin that, and that's what'll make them move and separate a little bit more. The more spin you put on it. But you're scared to spin the ball because you might miss the shot.
But I think the snooker players take that one 100%. Hit it right.
Oh, it's a risk reward.
Yeah, he just
He wants to bank this shot again. This is a shot a while ago he had when I thought he was going to play some indifferent shot. I knew he was banking that shot. I just couldn't call it. This shot's there. Just cut it into the rail, bank it, and the cue ball will go up back and forth. It'll probably land right over here for the 9.
over Vilmos.
I think the best shot is just a slow roll and just hit the right side of the 8 the way we're looking
Vilmos Feldez. That's it.
and let the cue ball go behind the 10. real slow.
Elmos Calderos.
That shot's there.
Like what was that again? You get that?
And he's not going to sell out completely if it gets to their side rail over here. It'll leave. I can't believe he's overlooking that safety for this. Or no, that's some kind of safety too, pointing that way.
You guys sing pretty good doing the commentary. I can imagine you doing a song.
Or he should have hit that 7 ball flat, a lot flatter and a lot harder, instead of just trying to finesse those 3 balls to separate.
Play this because obviously the cue ball's got to stay above the 8 and 10, but it looks like no matter what he does, the 8 ball is going to come.
He's going to try to bank the ball
Back and forth and go up
down to the bottom rail somehow
Is he playing length?
and put spin and come back this way.
Yeah, I think he's playing length.
Oh, he's going to get away with
Look
this. I'm
at
not sure if
this.
that's exactly what he wanted to do, but he got away with it.
Well, the
Sort
plan,
of.
the plan was there.
In the world was he? Did he really mean to do that? I don't think. I think he was trying something else,
He was in a tough position. I think he got absolutely the best of
and it just came out smelling like a rose. Corey can thin the right side of the 8. He can see it. That's all he's got. I don't think he can make the ball,
Again, the score stands 7-5. That was Shane's.
or maybe he can. I can't see from this view. If they were to pan in and give me another shot, then obviously I would probably know if he could make it. But judging by the way he's looking and taking a little more time,
Corey's looking to the right here.
I don't think he can see to make it. But this isn't that hard a shot
Definitely can see the ball.
to play safe on.
He can definitely
He's just got to make sure and hit it super. Oh, he can't see it now. That's good that they gave me that view. I guess Shane did play that shot a little bit. He just wanted to get the 8 to the bottom rail. He didn't know the 10 was going to come and block it, I don't think. This shot is one of my worst shots. Every time I kick at this shot, I either scratch or I just don't kick it right. Efren can kick this, and he'll kick it in the side and play shape on the 9. That's so good. He'll kick it in the side and then shoot the 9 down here where Corey is. Corey's going to try to clip it, the top of the ball.
think that maybe
No.
Corey might change
Look at this, he made it.
his strategy a little bit, but he hasn't. He's stuck with it.
Almost.
He's stuck with it.
He didn't try to hit that far underneath it. He wanted to hit more of the ball. He still left it a little bit funny.
Basically, it's 9 ball, 10 ball. Yeah, 9 ball.
Sometimes I think it's easier to follow this shot on these diamonds than it is to draw it. He's going to draw it, but you could follow this right back out 2 rails too. Right bottom, he'll lightly draw back. He just wants a little angle off like that. Good shot.
I'm not so sure we have the best set of rules, but
He hit that wide though. I thought he hit it kind of wide. It could have missed, but these pockets, will sometimes they swallow shots that they shouldn't.
you're right.
A lot of left bottom on this, and he'll just cinch it. You don't want to overhit it, or you'll lose the cue ball. Oh, he's going back and forth. Wow. I can't believe he did that. It's crazy. Back, he could have cinched it back to just past the side and took the tougher cut.
Yeah, the fact that Corey's going to come back to the table means that Corey's okay. Yeah, that's right. Right? He wants distance.
Yeah, he hit that shot awful. He hit it too good, actually. I don't think he was going to draw. He didn't think he could draw back that far. When he came 2 rails, it would go that close to the corner.
That's right. So we can't second guess him.
Here's the cruise ship director. He's going to thin it and try to go down table lightly.
Yep, no, definitely touched it.
Let's see where the cue ball goes. I didn't think he'd go all the way to the rail, but he did. Great shot. Yep.
Well, as Snooky Rojas would say, this is definitely cut and make.
The right shot here is to bank this 4 rails with high left. And then the cue ball will whiffle back to the other end of the table. And then you got a chance to make it. 4 rails. The only thing with this shot is
The Triple H shot. Hit it hard and hope.
the cue ball's close to the rail. It's harder to make it when it's like to me. If the cue ball's a little bit further off the rail, it's not as hard, but he's going to try to cut it, I think. But that other shot's there too. This takes a lot of spin,
He tried it.
He didn't want to spray and pray.
and he got a safe off of it too. Good shot, a little bit.
Well, as Danny DiLiberto was
No.
saying, this is no bargain either.
It bounced off. This is in Shane's wheelhouse right here, though.
Oh, he's going for it. He's definitely going for it.
This is the kind of shot when I was playing really high level,
I didn't want to say
As if I
probably
was
in my
Earl
late
Strickland.
20s and 30s. I would never miss this shot. Just roll it in.
If I were me, I'd shoot it this deep. Why not? You know, you're supposed to shoot it.
Relish a shot like this. Just roll it in nice and smooth.
Go on to the next.
Oh, and he missed it. He's getting old, folks.
he missed it on the pro side. Notice the cue ball. He's trying to bring the cue ball up to the short rail, but didn't quite get
Nah,
there.
this is
How will Corey play this? Will he roll it or will he draw it?
That saying missing on the pro side.
I
I think
say he'll draw it. He'll go 3 rails.
that shot he missed.
No, he's rolling it.
He missed. If anything, he missed on the amateur
And
side.
he'll go 2 rails. If he rolls it.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
He should have drew that ball
Oh, no, he didn't. Wow.
all day.
Played safe.
Well, what's he going to do? He's got to jack up,
He
jack
didn't
up.
put no spin on it. He didn't put enough spin on it, and he almost scratched. How good was that?
Isn't as far
Now, you know one of his idols is Earl Strickland.
Oh, Corey, I can't believe you. He normally doesn't hand them back like that.
I get nervous, though, with these diamond tables. You know,
He's not going to go rail first. The ball's first.
there you go.
Good shot.
Corey Deuel. Shane
Shane
Vanboening.
Vanboening is
There's Corey. Shane leads 8-5.
last time Shane broke his cue ball went to our
Comedy of errors in that one. But this has been a pretty consistent match from Shane so far. Shane breaking, nothing on the break. Hard to believe he never makes nothing. I mean, he doesn't make one once in a while. Here, Corey can just put him right behind the 9 ball. Easy safety. The right shot is to knock the 9 down table, maybe.
aggressively make that one ball go to
I mean, the 1 ball. You could roll him right behind it, but that would give him an easy kick unless you got him right on top of it on the left side. I say a good shot is to bank the 1 between the 4 and the 9, the 4 and the 8, and stun the cue ball over close to the 9, maybe. I don't know. I can't tell. They don't ever ever pan in down there where I could tell. This is the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. Corey surveying a safety.
Yeah, I heard he won 10-6. Is that right?
It's not that hard a shot, but he's trying to figure out a way to get him where it's hard to hit it. That's really what he's trying to negotiate.
Wait, you're saying Earl Strickland and it was another show? Shocking. You heard it here first.
You know, of course, as commentators, we
And I say he'll stop and knock it down table somehow. It's like that.
for Earl. I can't help it. Earl's my man.
That's very good. Very good.
Corey couldn't just hit that ball
That ball is really small now. He actually only has 1 kick at it. And that's the side rail where he's at right now. Over there. Just before the side. He can't kick 2 rails.
He's such a tactician.
He can only kick 1 rail. Just before the side. It's still not as small a ball that way. The 4 is impeding just a little. It just looks like it is, really. I'm trying to figure out why he's looking over there, right there. There's really only 1 shot.
Where I come from, we say it's getting down to the nitty-gritty.
1 shot.
where I'm from, I say it's getting
This is the kind of shot you don't want to kick too hard when something's kind of infringing on it, like that 4 ball. And kick it nice and smooth. Wow, how good did he hit that?
Does he hit any flukes in the 7? Hey, yeah, that'll work.
Unbelievable.
You know what? That's not a fluke. That was a good prayer.
Yes.
So this is not a call shot tournament. I just figured that out.
That you don't have to call.
I was really surprised actually. Yeah,
He hit that ball really good to kick.
I love 10 ball so much. Is
I
because
will
it's
say.
call shot, call safe.
I don't know that he deserved to slop that 7 ball in, but he sure did hit it solid. And he kicked it kind of hard, harder than I would have.
Oh, really?
Same thing he did on me in Turning Stone. I left him a shot was clearly like it was like a grain of salt sitting on the table. And he kicked and hit the edge of it and banked a 9 feet. Hill was unreal. He wasn't never supposed to kick that ball the way he did. And he went against the elements or the code or whatever you want to call it of kicking. He went against it, and it won him the tournament. That ball was hard to hit when I left him, real hard. It's one of the hardest kicks in pool. I don't know what he's doing here. I guess he's trying to play the combination and play safe on the 10. That's what he's trying to do.
Why not? You know, because right now, I mean, if he combos it,
It's clean, right? And he goes back cue ball behind the 9 ball, so it's a safe shot.
and he makes it. What a great shot!
Wow.
And I guess it wasn't so safe because look,
No, it didn't matter. He sold out if he didn't make it. He hit it awful good, didn't he?
I was at the World Championship, World One Pocket Championship in Maine.
Should be 9-5, shouldn't it?
He was up there hard breaking.
Corey breaking, same break, going for the soft.
And there's that.
Oh, he's hitting them harder. He's trying to make one now.
Get a shot.
He got a bad roll. He didn't get a shot.
Unless he, takes the long out, but then again, it takes him away from the 3.
I love the way he's playing 10 ball and straight pull.
9-5 right now, and why not kick it this
9, they just changed it.
Why
Yeah.
not? He's,
Or is it been 9? I can't see it. Looks like an 8.
A little bit of pace, you might get fortunate and either make it or he's doing it.
He's going to kick this in straight ball.
He's made it. He's made it.
Good shot. Oh no. Thought he made it.
Hooked anyway.
Diamond table.
These pockets, you can see how they will hang a ball up because of the elements.
This kind of shot.
But Shane couldn't tell the table was difficult to him the way he's played. He's played well. Put left bottom and draw down on this.
straight in a little bit here.
He wanted to be out a little bit more than that. Now he'll just draw back, right bottom.
Draw this straight back.
So you were asking where we are in this tournament so far. I just got a message into the booth from Jimmy Murphy.
Perfect.
Too slow.
Now he'll either follow this and bounce off the rail, or I think he should follow it. It's easier to follow these shots. He's going to draw it back. He'll hit it kind of hard, and it'll draw back just a little like that. That's all he needed.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling it now.
Is that today?
He should stop right there.
That'll probably be the obviously.
He might use the rail no, he can still draw into him off the 7.
I don't know what time the evening session
He'll
starts.
kill the ball with left bottom right here. Aim thick on the ball and kill it right there. On those shots, aim thick on them. All you amateur players out there, when you don't want the ball to move very far, but it has an angle, aim thick and throw the ball in with bottom, and it won't move very far, even though it looks like it is. He'll put some right on this because he's got to spin over and get a little angle, or he'll go the other way and use the rail. Yeah, he's going to use the... He's going to play that safety again. That's what he's going to do. Or he's going to stun into him. I think he's going to play the safety. Yeah. He's just going to knock the 8 and the 9 away and stop the cue ball right there behind the 10.
There it is. Look at that. Parked it right.
That's why I didn't know why he didn't do that a while ago. His shot's been there the whole time. That's the first time he did it, though.
Easy hit, though.
But he did leave Corey a kick,
Studious as
a one-rail kick.
the principal has been with this strategy.
It's just off the rail. That's good. These shots are hard to judge, though. You don't want to shoot these with. You want to shoot them with middle ball, like above the equator, like a high ball. That's the easiest way. Unless you want to hit it hard. Looks like he's hitting it harder.
Big to make contact.
He made it.
Wow, how'd he hit it?
Great shot.
Oh, Shane will be killing himself now.
Smiling
That
here.
he didn't get on that 7 and just break it out.
95.
Good shot. He rolled it in, just like I said, with no spin. Now draw back to the side rail. Like that. Oh, he overhit it. Wow.
But he's gonna. Oh, he bumped it. So
Ooh.
That's
He's looking a little shaky right now, Corey, even though he made such a great shot. Then he really overamped on that one.
yeah, I don't remember that one.
So say he might.
Oh,
Might.
held it in,
He
but
did miss it.
it counts.
That pocket's more generous than this one over here.
9-6.
I thought he missed that ball.
Look at
He thinks he missed it too. He did miss it. It didn't hit the pocket. That's what I'm talking about. These pockets are sometimes sloppy, and then sometimes they'll hang a ball up. Don't ever know when. I think it has to do with the air, though. Right side, Shane's going to hammer him one last time, I'm sure.
3 balls so far.
It's probably going to be the end.
Pretty much dead to it.
He's got a little tricky something there with the 1. I think he can draw out of it. Or stun 3 rails around the 3 ball. That's going to be hard with the 8 sitting there.
No, he can see it.
I think Corey should have just broke the balls hard. He lost about 4 games selling out. Didn't get the safety off the break. Pool's such a great game. I don't understand why people trash this game. Just because they can't play it, they get mad. He'll draw out. The 3's right there. I thought the 4 was the 2 a while ago, but I just realized it wasn't. Now straight top, straight down the table.
And he got perfect.
Straight top. I think the nerves in pool are harder than any sport. That's what makes pool. That's the difference. And that's why when you see people that, they don't look athletic, but they play good pool, it's their nerves. It's not their... You put straight top, go 2 rails. He wants to get a little angle like that. Perfect. So he can stun over for that 7 ball or draw over. But the nerves is what is the difference. And pool's a really hard game. I think that's what makes it hard is the nerves. And that's why a guy that, like I said, he doesn't look like an athlete, but he's got great nerves. That was Efren. He missed that ball. There's no way he made that ball. Hit it terrible. That's what I'm talking about. These tables are still, they need to be dry, but the pocket needs to be tricky. And it ain't set up like that. The rails are wet and the pockets are sloppy. That's the way they got it. He'll put a little bit of right on this and come back across like that. He's fortunate. He missed that 6 ball. He hit it terrible. He hit it 2 feet before the pocket. Right bottom and drawer for the 10. But he's made a lot of good quality shots in this match too, though, Shane. He's a great shooter. So is Corey. He'll just stop right there. And that's it. Shane Vanboening wins 10-6 over Corey Deuel. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to the Billiard Network for more great pool action from around the world. I'm Earl Strickland saying goodbye.